Nick Fuentes, I hope I'm saying his name right. What the heck is going on with this guy? He's just all over YouTube, all over the internet. What? I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. On one show, he's calling himself, I'm a disaffected young white man, blah, blah, blah. That's what I am. Then, well, wait a minute, kids. There's some video out there. And by the way, is this all staged? Is this all just a big, show? I don't know. But some woman, there's video from her side, then there's video from his side, and both things were up on the air on the YouTube here and other platforms. So this woman comes to complain to him at his door. Okay, and allegedly he opens the door and it looks like he sprays her with some mace or something, the face with something, takes her phone, smashes her phone or something, and so she's pressing some charges. Then there's another video of him filming himself, I guess, with a cop, and a cop's coming to his house for that. Anyway, during that he calls himself a Mexican. So wait, what? So one hand I'm a disaffected young white man, and then over here, I'm Mexican. And so now I know you're like, okay, folks. So Jay, he's a little bit of both. You're right, he is, but it gets weirder. It gets weirder with this guy. I mean, 1 minute he wants to be a disaffected white guy, next minute, I'm Mexican. But you're mixed, okay? And so many people are in America. Yeah, big deal. But then he gets on other shows and he says he's against mixed races. Wait, what? But you are a mixed race. You are that. So you have self-loathing because you're a mix. I don't know what the problem would be. I don't get it, kid. You're all over the place. You're kind of a goofball. The thing with Tucker's interesting because he got under Tucker's skin. Tucker, quote, call him a goofy or gay kid in his basement or something. So kind of funny. The other people would just go, hey, it's a goofy theater kid. Yeah, let's clean it up a little bit. Just funny, good times. If Tucker's dad was really in the CIA and Tucker didn't know till his dad died, seems a little suspicious, seems a little funny. So kudos, Nick, if you expose that, if you're the guy who really exposed that, kudos to you. I guess he's had some interviews with Candace Owens. They've gotten into some stuff too. He said some, racial stuff in the past. It's kind of negative and kind of maybe out of context, and we're going to do a big race show coming up here in the near future. I like how Candace kind of called his bluff. I said, well, you're starting a family, or why not? Or did you have a girlfriend? She kind of gets a little bit into him, and I don't know what his deal is. He keeps saying Chicago. Well, you think he's out in Berwyn, and is actually where he's at, a little outside of the city. And he's calling everybody a Fed too. That's the whole other thing. Fed. You're a Fed. Well, wait a minute. This kid was at Charlottesville. Wait, what? Definitely some gay guys there. And then he was at January 6, 2021, but he didn't go inside. And then somehow him and Kanye West become friends, and then they have a dinner with Donald Trump. I mean, that was like, okay, who's writing this script, folks? What the hell's going on? I don't know, Nick. Maybe you're kind of connected. Maybe you're kind of a Fed. I don't know. Is Tucker a Fed? Is Candace a Fed? Am I a Fed? Oh, no. Is Alex Jones a Fed? You just kind of wonder about everybody. Why not? That's what it's all about, right? All these kooky conspiracies, these kooky videos, the kooky podcasters. Anyway, so the kid, I don't know. And then he wants to be on PBD real bad, Value Entertainment with Patrick Bet-David. And I'm thinking, no, Patrick, you need to have me and Logan on your show. Fly us down to Florida, not this goofy kid. I don't know. But Pat does bring in some goofy people to get kind of confrontational with once in a while. He had some guy who wasn't Proud Boys. It was some other group. I don't know. He's some white supremacist guy. He had him on. It was a little weird, interesting. He's had on that idiot Joe Walsh, former Republican congressman from Illinois. They got into it. He got up and walked out. Got former Democrat congressman Anthony Weiner on the show. Very controversial guy. They got into it. Anthony, I think, walked off the show. Anyway, so, Pat likes to have these things once in a while where things get a little bit crazy. I'll give you crazy, or I can be in control too, Pat. Just bring me down to Florida. Come on, don't this goofy kid from Berwyn. Now, when you think of Berwyn, Illinois, you got to think of Yeah, that's right. Jim Peterick, Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, and now Jim's doing pretty well. He's probably some whacked out, goofy lefty with, purple hair or something. He's over there, I think, in Burr Ridge. So I don't know. Maybe, Nick, if your popularity keeps going because, the disaffected young white men like you. I don't know why they like you. Well, you went to Boston University? Yeah, so did you get a degree? I don't know, you do anything with it? You just in your parents' basement, you just, do a podcast, jerk off some porn, play some video games, back to the podcast, then the porn, then the video games, wash, rinse, repeat. Is that your life? Is that what you're doing, buddy? I don't know. Watch. You'll end up being next to Jim Peterick out in Burr Ridge, okay? That's what'll probably happen. I'll be stuck here doing my little fantasy world, and a punk like you will end up out there in Burr Ridge. What a world, folks. What a world.